What's up, TM Nation? Today I'm bringing you a dope little speaker that I picked up a couple of weeks ago, and this thing packs a surprising punch, especially for the size. What you're looking at is the ChoYong Voyager G2, and for the quick specs, this compact beast measures just 92 by 57 by 36 millimeters. We're talking pocket-sized power here, but it's giving you access to over 46,000 internet radio stations globally, plus over 10 million podcasts. But here's a feature that you don't see with many speakers, especially ones of this size. It has ChatGPT integrated for smart searching that allows you to use your voice and find radio stations with content that you're looking for. As you can see, it has a clean and minimalist design, and it's actually made to resemble a suitcase, which is in line with the Voyager name. The build quality does feel good in the hands, and the 240 by 240 resolution is surprisingly crisp for something this small. What really caught my attention about this speaker initially was that touchscreen interface. It's responsive, intuitive, and honestly makes navigating through all of the features feel natural. The overall aesthetic is modern and understated. There's nothing too flashy about this speaker, just an overall clean and premium feel. Now let's get into some of the features that make this thing special. First up, as I touched on in the intro, it gives you access to over 46,000 internet radio stations worldwide. I'm not just talking about your basic FM stations here, we're talking about global access. So if you want to listen to a jazz station from Tokyo, you can certainly do that with this speaker. And if you're curious about news from London, you can tune into their stations too. Usually I'm not a heavy radio listener, but with this thing, I found several different radio stations that I never knew existed that I now enjoy tuning into. Then there's the podcast library, 10 million plus at your fingertips, but here's where it gets interesting. The ChatGPT functionality is really nice to have. You can literally ask it to find a specific type of content, such as upbeat morning podcasts about technology, and it will automatically execute your search to come up with content that matches what you're looking for. Kind of like having a personal audio curator built in. Speaking on the connectivity, this speaker supports 4G networks globally and Wi-Fi as well. This means that you're not absolutely tied to your phone's hotspot or limited to Wi-Fi zones. The Bluetooth 5.3 implementation is rock solid too. I've had 0 connection drops, and the range is impressive as well. I've been able to leave my speaker playing upstairs in my workroom and walk downstairs with my phone in my hand to the kitchen, and I never experienced any dropouts or had a disconnection. Now let me talk about the sound quality, because even though this thing is small and feature packed, it also has to sound good in order for it to be a decent value. For specs, it packs a 5-watt full range multimedia speaker paired with a 13-watt amplifier, and I'll be completely honest, when I first saw the size, I was skeptical about the audio performance, but they've done something clever with the acoustic design, including a precisely engineered inverting tube that really helps with the sound reproduction. I've used this speaker for several hours, and after my testing, I can say that the audio quality is surprisingly full for such a compact device. The mids are clear, vocals come through crisp, and there's actually a decent bass response due to the inverting tube design that I spoke about a moment ago.
But it's cool, I guess I can be the bad guy, cause they eatin' top ramen and not pad thai. I gives no f***, I need my books, I thought I told them that. Look, gas in my lung, no shoes on the cruise. Country granite played the blues on the stools. Head wrap silky chewing on this oxtail.
I get to panicking anxiety, can't live here no more. I'll convince myself that I don't want what I really want.
You keep running away from me. You keep running away from me. Yeah, baby. Ooh, baby. Woo! How can I get through to you?
In terms of usage time, the built-in 1200 milliamp hour battery has lasted me about 6 to 8 hours of audio streaming on average, which is pretty solid considering that I have had it connected to Wi-Fi for some of my testing and Bluetooth for other tests, as well. One thing that I really appreciate about this speaker is your ability to add your own radio stations. If you have a favorite local station or an obscure internet radio stream, you can use the interface to add it manually, and this level of customization really sets it apart from other speakers that lock you into their ecosystem. Now let me touch on some pros and cons associated with this speaker. On the pro side, the global connectivity is game changing. The ChatGPT integration actually works well, and it isn't just a gimmick. The build quality is solid, the interface is intuitive, and the sound quality of this little thing exceeds expectations for the size. For the potential cons, you're dependent on internet connectivity for most features, which means data usage if you're not on Wi-Fi. The screen, while functional, could be slightly larger for easier navigation, and while the sound quality is good for the size, it's only going to be able to provide room-filling sound for smaller spaces. No, it's definitely not going to replace your home stereo system, but for something at this size and this portable, I'm really impressed. In my opinion, listening to podcasts and talk radio on it sounds great, and it's more than usable for casual listening as well. So here's my final verdict on the Voyager G2 speaker. At $79, it's perfect for anyone who wants access to global audio content without being restricted to their phone. If you're a podcast enthusiast, radio lover, or just someone who appreciates having the world's audio content at your fingertips, this little device delivers on all of those fronts. No, it is not the loudest or most powerful speaker out there, but when it comes to a mini speaker that has a lot of built-in smart features, it absolutely succeeds. The combination of portability, connectivity options, content variety, and that ChatGPT integration makes this a unique offering in the crowded Bluetooth speaker market. I think that this little speaker has carved out its own niche, and for what it does it really well. But let me know what you think in the comments section. Have you tried any portable speakers that give you global radio access before? And if so, what has been your experience with it so far? Besides that, that's it for this video. As always, I appreciate you guys coming through and hanging out with me for a while. I will catch y'all in the next one, but until then, it's your boy Tecmo, and I'm signing out. Peace.